GA Real Estate Commission Flashcards, 16 questions with explained answers. Flashcard 1. Term, stigmatized property. Definition, adverse psychological facts. A property that was the site of a death, owner and/or licensee must disclose the fact if asked a direct question about the fact. Flashcard 2. Term, real estate education, research and recovery fund. Definition, $1 million balance, should it fall below, may assess all licensees up to $30/year, payable at license renewal and must halt expenditures to education and research projects. Money is held in state treasury. Compensation to consumers only, non-licensees only, no immediate family members of licensees may recover, pay through a court order only, must file for a judgment within 2 years limits, $25,000/transaction/lifetime, $75,000/licensee, automatic loss of relicense if money is paid out from the fund. Flashcard 3. Term, disciplinary actions. Definition, reprimand, censure, and require education, reports from accountant, trust account violations. Fines up to $1,000 for single infraction or $5,000 for multiple infractions. Downgrade from broker license to salesperson license. Suspension or revocation of a license. May request hearing and entitled to a judicial review. Reapply after 10 years from revocation, conviction, sentencing, or release from prison, whichever is the later. GREC must investigate a written sworn complaint and publish, on the GREC website, suspensions/revocations, a matter of public record. Flashcard 4. Term, commissioner. Definition, not one of the 6 members, hired by the commission to run the day-to-day operations. Chief executive of the commission, full-time employee, no voting powers. Commissioner or employees, staff, cannot hold an active license. Flashcard 5. Term, Commercial Real Estate Broker Lien Act. Definition, GA allows only the broker to attach a lien against commercial property only to protect a commission right. Flashcard 6. Term, unfair practice continued. Definition, referral, conducting business in any name other than what is registered with the GREC, what is on the license. Discrimination, fair housing federal, state, local, or laws. Inducements, cannot guarantee a profit to induce one to sign contract or induce one to break an existing agency agreement. Acting as an undisclosed agent, giving advice to a customer or a verbal dual agency is an undisclosed dual agency. Failing to disclose latent defects, even as is, adverse physical conditions, or material relationships known to the licensee, misrepresentation on. Flashcard 7. Term, unfair practices. Definition, ACCTS, etc. Failure to deliver copies of any documents that the client signs in connection with the retransaction, listing, sales contract, closing disclosure, settlement statement. Must give copy when signed. Failing to keep for 3 YRS, copies of all contracts to the transaction, listing, sales contract, disclosures, and trust accounts records. Practicing with a lapsed license. Will need to complete course and/or CE and pay late and reinstatement fees. Conducting a real estate auction without a real estate. Flashcard 8. Term, GA Real Estate Commission, GREC. Definition, 6 members appointed by the Governor and approved by the Senate. 5 members actively licensed and residents of GA for 5 years. 1 member no license, consumer protection. Chair and vice chair come from 6 members. Quorum requires 4 members present to vote. Flashcard 9. Term, do not call registry. Definition, prohibits telemarketing calls to numbers on the registry. $16,000 fine. Exemptions include previous clients up to 18 months after expiration of client relationship. Consumer who made an inquiry for 3 months. Flashcard 10. Term, CAN-SPAM Act 2003. Definition, applies to email and faxes. $16,000 fine. Non-deceptive subject lines. A valid physical postal address. A clear and conspicuous opt-out provision where the recipient is not required to pay a fee. The opt-out request must be honored within 10 days. Flashcard 11. Term, environmental issues. Definition, see Environmental Protection Agency, EPA. Issues include asbestos, radon gas, hazardous waste, and underground storage tanks. Percolation, PERC, test, required for the feasibility of installing a septic tank. Tests the absorption rate of the soil. Environmental Phase 1 inspections on commercial properties. Test for any chemicals, hazards, in the soil. Agents are required to disclose known environment hazards. Flashcard 12. Term, unfair practices continued. Definition, kiting, writing a false or dual contract. Contracts should never have pre-printed commission rates, listing duration, or protective periods. Informs potential client that these issues are negotiable. Certain statements should be avoided by agents like, the standard commission in Atlanta is. Contract terms are standard, typical, customary, usual, normal, or non-negotiable. Stating that "this is my company's policy" is okay. Misrepresenting the property or the entity including advertising. Must have a written agreement to coop with out-of-state broker allowing the out-of-state broker to practice in GA. The agreement must identify the GA broker on all contracts and advertising. Flashcard 13. Term, authority of the GREC. Definition, issue licenses, pass rules and regulations, establish fees, and impose disciplinary actions. Does not arbitrate disputes among licensees. Flashcard 14. Term, license exemptions. Definition, owner or full-time employee of owner, CPA or attorney in the scope of business, attorney in fact, court-appointed entity, government or utility employee in official duties, broker employee to manage, ministerial acts only, member of HOA to manage HOA, referral agent from whom they did not refer, 3 per year. Flashcard 15. Term, Lead-Based Paint Act 1978. Definition, ensure that the purchase/lease contract includes certain specified disclosures and acknowledgments about the presence or testing of lead-based paint in homes built prior to 1978. Provide buyer/tenant 10 days to test, contract. Provide pamphlet, protect your family from lead in your home. Flashcard 16. Term, Blue Sky Act. Definition, owners, sellers, cannot misrepresent the real property or any documents in connection with the property, business records.